Welcome to the Visual Novel Corner with your hosts Olivia, Kristi, and Anna. On today's topic, beginnings.
Hello there, everybody! It is me, Kristi. Welcome with my esteemed guest, Anna and Olivia, and we are introducing to you guys the first ever, wow, this is going off swimmingly, the first ever visual novel podcast brought to you by indie visual novel developers, the Visual Novel Corner. So, Anna, Olivia, how are you doing today?
Tired.
Okay, thank you. I have this wonderful, hyper, albeit not perfect introduction, and then you're like, tired.
really bringing the energy down.
Really bringing the energy down. Come on. All right, and then
you were so excited like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, you were like, super excited, and like you're also driven by anxiety, but then you're like, hey guys, I'm tired.
Is that just the podcast description? Driven by anxiety.
It really is. I
That's
think that's
your
just
job description.
Yeah. Sponsored by anxiety and Dr. Pepper.
It's the game developer like job description is just anxiety and then like a couple other things.
Sleeping only like 1 hour a day.
Okay, yeah, pretty much, especially during like game jam stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get
maintaining
to
a
that.
terrible sleep schedule and then lecturing other people on maintaining a better sleep schedule.
Oh my god, yes.
So that's Anna to a T. She
Yeah.
did that. But we'll get to roasting her a little bit later, especially in
Telling
future
people
episodes.
to take care of themselves and then doing a podcast while sick.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not sick anymore.
You just have a cough for 3 months. It's not sick though. I'm not sick. All right, but Olivia, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm not at all tired and bringing the energy down. Like
You're also totally not nervous.
I'm terrified inside. And it's only gonna get worse.
Only gonna get worse.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, all right. So we have a couple of things that we want to talk about before we get into our main topic today, which is how we got our start in visual novel development, but a bit more about who we are besides of, I'm Olivia and I'm Kristi and I'm Anna.
Yeah, we are not just random people who wandered in off the street and decided to record a visual novel podcast.
Yeah, and then we got the sound equipment and everything. We got homes and they're just random like homeless people they picked off the street to do this.
Coming to you live from some random street in England.
Yeah, exactly. There you go in Mary Poppins land. All right. So let's get into our news section for today. The first segment that we're going to cover is game jams. There's like a game jam every other day. It do be poppin' in the game jam section.
Yes. Trying to find a month or a week without a game jam is actually impossible.
Yeah, and trying to pick a game jam to participate in without participating in another jam is just, whew.
And trying not to die doing a game jam.
Yes, and then doing more than one project in a game jam and then hating yourself.
Like girls, let's be real. All of us finished Otome Jam, got really depressed, but we're like, oh yeah, I want to suffer more. Let's join O2A2. Then it was all three of us.
It was all three of us on the. We were all on the same, all in beta over, and then Olivia did her own game. Oh my god. What a wonderful time that was. We were not in the right mind.
I swear, if you just bounce from jam to jam to jam, like the panic, the true panic, can't set in because you're just focused on something else.
That's what I did for like the past year, and then once Otome Jam ended, we'll get into this in a future episode because we do have like game jams, like a game jam specific one, and especially post Otome Jam specific one coming up, but after Otome Jam, because it was like a bit of a had some breathing in between Otome Jam and O2A2 this year, I was like, oh fuck, I don't feel anything anymore.
Yeah, and then I contacted you and it was like, wanna join O2A2 Jam? And you were like, yeah.
Oh my god. Alright.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna do O2A2, and everyone around me was like, don't do it. Stop. Don't make another project. I'm begging you.
And you're like, I don't want to listen to the angel on my shoulder. You know?
Yes. People are just haters, and they're trying to hold me back.
Exactly. Alright. Let's get into the meat of the game jams. So we had Velox Fabula, which is gonna be Anna's focus. So I just want, hold your horses, people. I'm not going to mention it here right now. We're going to mention it a little bit later, so don't come at me in the YouTube comments and the tweets, please. I don't need that stress right now, all right? I know what I'm doing. I know what's happening in this podcast. Okay, we got a Google Doc and everything, all right? Just saying. Okay, so first up in the game jams, we have... I'm glad I'm a little bit funny. I'm a clown, you know? So, we have Once Upon a Time Jam coming up. Let me get a specific date. Before I do, though, it is a fairy tale themed visual novel jam. So obviously, anything based on a fairy tale will have fairy tale like components to it, having characters like princes and princesses, or even like stories that are based on folk tales or rewriting classical tales are allowed here. This is the first time this is ever running. It is being hosted by Chim. Chim, our good friend. We love Chim. They have made He Tasted Like Poison, Namita Side Stories, When the Wind Blew You Away. That shit made me cry. Oh my god. And also being co-hosted with Helen. They have made Under the Stars. Fantastic. Play it. Waiting for you to see. Play it. Absolutely fantastic.
My friend
developers.
is a ghost. Impeccable.
Yes. Absolutely fantastic developers hosting this jam. It is starting September 30th and is lasting until January 2nd. A very generous.
It's a big boy jam.
But this is a very generous October, November, December, about 3 months and a couple extra days. Very generous amount for a game jam, because usually it's like a month, 10 days, a week, 24 hours. You feeling spicy? 7 hours, you know? This is a very generous amount of time to really kind of make a very full-fledged visual novel in this short amount of time. So if you guys are interested in making a fairy tale themed game, whether it be a rewriting of one, please make a horror one. Please make a horror rewriting of a fairy tale, because a lot of fairy tales are actually really fucked up. Like the Little Mermaid.
Please make a smutty one for me specifically.
Make one.
Thank you.
Make one. I don't even know if not safe for work's allowed. Let me see. They are allowed as long as they're indicated as such. Okay, cool.
Okay. Tag it appropriately, and then also tag me.
Yes.
On Twitter.
But I need my fucked up fairy tales, because I am a huge listener of Vocaloid, and a lot of the songs kind of revolve around fucked up retellings of fairy tales and like all that stuff, like Alice in Wonderland kind of things. Like, I need this realized. I need more of this. I love horror and I love fucked up stories. So please give it to me. Please give it to me. I feel like
that's something you and Anna have in common.
Yeah, a little bit.
Being fucked up in the mind, yeah.
No, I also have that too. I just feel like you both like fucked up like stories and narratives.
Yeah, I love tragedy. I'm a sucker for tragedy.
I've seen your outlines. I know what goes on in your brain.
For example, we also wanted, it's currently on hold, the idea, but we also wanted to take part in Once Upon a Time, the jam, and our idea was so fucked up, and it's still fucked up, and like for the next jam you're going to announce, we also had a fucked up idea in our mind.
Oh my god. I don't know if they,
they
probably do allow fucked up ideas. So the next jam that, thank you for the amazing segue. Next jam that we're going to be talking about today is Fantasia Jam. This is the second time it is running this year. This is a fantasy-themed VN jam. That's basically all there is to it. Just make a fantasy-themed.
Also 3 months?
Visual novel, yes. It's also 3 months. I participated in this last year with Flickering Lights. It is a very, cute but kind of sad story about a bunch of friends trying to find their friend Lumen, who is the light avatar. If they don't, light is going to disappear in not only their world but also in the human world forever.
Oh, no.
Well, not forever, but for a good long time until they find a replacement for her. And it deals with depression and all that stuff, and feeling of self-worth. Yeah, it was kind of kind of a heavy game, but it does deal with fantasy elements. I loved it. I can't participate in this year because I have other things on my plate, Candied Hearts and other projects. But if you want to do fantasy, fantasy game. It is currently running.
I am participating.
Oh, you are
as we speak.
participating. Ooh.
I am in the Fantasia Jam trenches.
Oh, what are you making? Hold up.
It's called Leatherbound. It's a story about a prince in a castle. Very original. He's elven, and I mean, I'm sure you can gather from the title that there's a little bit more to the story.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
As we progress, but basically the main character exchanges notes in these books with a mysterious stranger. And they develop this connection through the notes that he leaves in the books together. But she also knows the prince and hates him. Because I love an enemies to lovers story.
That is a very, good trope. That is a very good trope. I love enemies to lovers. I also love childhood friends to lovers. I just really love anything to lovers besides toxic abusers to lovers. That was a bit in that. Not doing that.
I'm also participating in Fantasia Jam.
Oh, and what? Can you say, or is it under?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's my project, so.
Oh, okay. There you go. Oh yeah. Why am I saying I'm in the server when you're talking about it a little bit? Oh my god. Talk about it.
We didn't show any character designs yet. I'm working on it with Ixen, and it's called Ishtar, and it's about a guy trying to save the love of his life, who's kind of a saintess, and she got taken away to be a sacrifice, and she loses her life, and he tries to bring her back to life and goes on a journey to do that.
Oh my god, why? Okay, so me and you are a little bit more connected than I thought, because we just like to come up with like either really fucked up or really sad stories. Flickering Light last year with me, and then now this year with you for this Fantasia Jam. Oh my
I'm
god.
worried for the sake of both of you.
Fantasia Jam is just not Fantasia Jam. Great for fantasy, great for emotional fantasy, it seems, and great for sexy fantasy. So, if you guys are interested in participating in this jam, it has already started, but you have until October 31st. Perfect time, actually, because it ends on Halloween.
There's still plenty of time.
Yeah, can make something with like a couple months left, and it ends on Halloween. So make something Halloween-ish if you want. Right, last one on my plate for today. We love this jam. Trans Representation Jam. This is the second year that it's running, and it is actually ending today, but as the day we are recording this in 2 hours. So by the time y'all hear or listen to this podcast, it would already have ended. Trans Representation Jam, if you guys do not know, it is a jam about creating games featuring trans or non-binary characters, also characters that use neo-pronouns. It just basically bring more representation to an underrepresented group. I participated in this last year with Naturally Me, a D&D fun adventure with a bunch of gay people and a non-binary character who discovers themselves. And then this year I participated with a very short 1,600 word game called Sisters. I actually wrote a majority of it in a single night because I don't know what happened. I was having major writer's block, and then I wrote down like I get a better outline in one of my programs, Scapple, and it just came to me in a dream.
Sometimes you're just overtaken by like the writing spirits, and you look up and you've written several thousand words accidentally.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's also but when I wrote it was like a week or so left. I was like, fuck, shit. I wrote it. I was like, it's also the anxiety. I was like, I need to write this, and I found like a good like flow came to me. I was like, all right, here we go. And so yeah, if you
just in the nick of time.
So if you guys want to check out the other entries, or my entry really, make sure to check out the wonderful games for Trans Representation Jam 2023 and support these wonderful games and support diversity and visual novels. Oh, you like that? You guys like that? No, I certainly did. And that is it for right now for game jams. Now we can move on to Kickstarters.
the terrifying, spooky word that strikes fear into everyone's
It does.
hearts.
It literally does.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter's like, oh fuck! God.
Even writing my notes for this section, I broke out into a cold sweat. I was laying awake late at night.
Yeah, it should be like an A24 horror movie, honestly.
Yeah, just hearing like Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Right.
I think I'm gonna actually start off with something that was recently funded rather than something that's ongoing, and that was of Sense and Soul. Were you all following this? I was so excited. Like when there was like a few hours left of the Kickstarter, and it hadn't been funded yet, and I really needed to go for a nap, and I was quite sad because I'd looked at it and I was like, oh, I don't think it's gonna get funded, and I think it's a fantastic game, and the visual presentation is just immaculate. And I'm not like a huge BL genre consumer anyway, but that game is just like, you can tell how much love has gone into it.
Exactly.
And I was so sad that it looked like it wasn't going to get funded. I went for my nap, I woke up, and suddenly out of nowhere it had just been funded.
Yeah,
and it was like the
within the
happiest
last
feeling ever.
the last 40 minutes it got its funding, and I was...
It wasn't like it wasn't my Kickstarter, but it felt like the same level of joy as if it was. I was so unreasonably happy.
It's so well deserving, because that entire team, and I talked to Ing personally, one of the lead developers. She has worked so hard on this game for like 5 or so years, and Max, who one of the Hugo's voice actor, is so sweet, and honestly, everyone on that team is just absolutely such a sweetheart. Sean, God, I love them all. I'm so happy for them.
For example, the O2A2Q entry this year was so sweet. It was like kind of an epilogue of Sense and Soul, like a monologue of one of the characters, and it was really sweet.
Yeah, it's Hugo's little monologue. God, yeah, I'm so happy for them. God, yeah, clap! It's a belated clap, but congrats.
Yeah. But that was recently funded, and I think we're all super happy to see the indie VN community come together to support that and get it funded, because it really deserves it.
Yeah.
Some ongoing ones at the moment, Dual Chroma, I'm sure everyone is familiar with.
Oh yeah.
You can't not know of Keldron's existence if you're on the internet, I feel like. I've known Kreisel, the developer, for like 2.5 years now, so I've seen this like happening from a distance, and it's been wonderful to see it all come together. The art is incredible. Keldron has no right being that pretty. Taking personal offense to that. But one thing that I think is really cool about this Kickstarter is the RPG elements that game has going on.
Oh yeah.
You know, bringing a little bit something different to the genre. They have like a battle system, which is not something I've seen before. I don't know if you have seen the mechanic in action.
Front view battle systems, like RPG.
It's like sexy Pokemon vibes.
and Olivia's like, I can see him from behind. That's great. I've seen RPG elements before. I've seen it in Winter Wolves games, but obviously not from the front view. It's just like the icons and stuff like that.
Especially as a VN, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, impressive that I think that they did it in Renpai, from what I can tell from like.
Yeah, it's not an RPG maker, as
Yeah.
I can tell, as I think.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's in Renpai, which is super impressive. Like, you couldn't, honestly. I don't think most people would be able to tell that's from Renpai. It's just so well done.
Love to see it. But yeah, I've worked with Galen Games on several projects before, and I know the team very well, and they're all extremely talented. So I'm confident that game is going to get funded, because it's already had an incredible amount completed. I was going to say the first day was already
50%, I think.
Yeah, which is insane.
And then it's close. I don't know if it's already at 75%, but like
Let's see.
It's
and it's still got well over 3 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't thrown money at that already, and you have the ability to,
79% currently.
79. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're currently at 78% with 19 days to go. So they're on a steady climb to reach their goal and most likely reach a few of their stretch goals. Which
I'm sure we'll be back in a week or two to give them a good congratulations.
Oh yeah, like whoa, opening the champagne and stuff like that. I'm just like honestly seeing these developers thrive is just, and especially ones that just really fucking deserve it. Seeing all their hard work come to fruition, get rewarded like this. Yeah, it's
yeah, you know they're really passionate and hardworking.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's also encouraging for like new indie devs seeing these projects doing so well, because we are a niche, and that people rally behind those games and fund them and help funding them is amazing.
Mhm.
And slowly but surely, we will take over the world.
Oh yeah, no, we will. Listen, visual novels will take over the world, and then the asexual community within the visual novel, within the visual novel community, will take over the visual novel community. Because I've realized that there's a lot more of us than I thought. Like, oh shit.
No kidding. I find it uniquely interesting how many otome devs specifically are either asexual or aromantic. I'm like, you guys are doing them all, honestly.
Thank you.
Love that for you. Another one I saw was called Living the Dream. It's a queer visual novel, and it takes place in like 2 different time periods, because the protagonists body swap, and one of them lives in modern day and the other lives in medieval times. Okay. And I just thought that the premise was relentlessly fascinating. It hasn't got many days left. I think it's only got 5 days left.
I'm actually like in the talks with the developer.
Oh, you know them?
Yeah, they want me on the team as a UI artist.
Oh, that's sick. But yeah, the art style is adorable, and like I said, the premise is just, when you see a story and you're like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
like,
all the time.
I want to write that now.
All the time.
And the representation in this project is amazing. Like, the voice actors are mostly trans or like queer, and they have all these different kind of personalities and quirks, and they're all just fun, all of them, and they are really supportive of each other. Yeah,
it's definitely not a project that I've seen a lot of on my timeline, but it really seems like it's worth backing.
For sure.
We definitely need better ways for everyone to sort of disseminate the information, so people could know the kind of cool projects that are going on, which I guess is kind of what we're hoping to do here, right?
For sure. Yeah, hopefully people will listen to the chaotic gremlins and Anna here.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Kristi.
You're not a chaotic gremlin, but you are chaotic.
What does that mean now? Explain yourself.
You're just a chaotic person, but me and Olivia are chaotic gremlins.
Why am I not a gremlin? That's like...
But, what, do you want to be a gremlin? I don't know what to tell you.
It's fine.
Sorry. Oh my god.
You're feeling left out of the gremlin club?
We have to have one person take care of us, and that's gonna have to be you, even though you're younger.
Yeah, you know that little like meme template where it's like the one character holding the leash of the other character that's like squatting on the floor and looking chaotic? Yeah, we're on the little leashes.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, you listen, you take care of the Yuminikono team. Yuminikuni team. God, I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'm on a team. I can't pronounce it. You take care of us, and now you're going to have to take care of us here. That's just your role. You're the parent. 24-year-old parent.
Yeah. I'm the shithead who came up with the idea to make a podcast.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Whose amazing idea was it?
Yeah, see, yeah, you have, because this was your idea, you have to take care of us. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one other Kickstarter that's currently ongoing, Chronicles of Taldoon. Have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Because the presentation of that game is
immaculate.
So unique and so incredible. Like, it's relentlessly pretty and just so cohesive. And I mean, it's got the love interest is pretty. That's already fully funded, but it does have a couple of days left if you would like to help them out a little bit more.
Do they have any stretch goals at all?
I don't know if they do. They just have a very like grounded, like simple, straightforward campaign, which is probably why it got funded so easily. But it's the visual style is just unlike anything I've seen, and it's definitely worth paying attention to.
Oh, for sure,
if you haven't already. And then one final thing I wanted to shout out was that the Heart Cage Kickstarter will be coming next month.
Woohoo! I'm so excited for this project.
Yes, especially Anna, because it's got crazy love interests.
And NSFW, which I'm sucker for.
And NSFW, one of our Ultimate Jam comrades, coming out with a Kickstarter for that, so that's pretty exciting.
Rice is doing an amazing job. Every time there are new updates on this project, I'm just like saying, oh my god, sweating.
More content, yay!
Yeah, I'm so excited. I would definitely fund this, help fund this one. Like, I would donate. Like, I want to see this in action. Full stop. For real.
Yes, you want the crazy unhinged men in your life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need it.
It's very on brand for you. We don't want them in real life. We only want them in pixels.
Yeah.
Maybe I want them in real life, huh?
Oh, okay. I know we might not hear from you again. Just.
This is the first and last ever episode of the Visual Novel Corner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But that's it for me with Kickstarter news. I think, Anna, it's you next with we're coming full circle.
Yeah.
To the Velox Fabula games.
Yeah. Now it's me with the new releases. As Kristi said earlier, I'm taking over some thing about the Velox Fabula because I want to highlight some of the releases. As you know, Velox Fabula is a jam that has ended recently. It was like around the 21st, 22nd of August. And you can now vote for submissions until around the 14th of September. And it's hosted by Robo Barbie and Olivia. And the basic theme of this jam is having an unreliable narrator. And I just, because, there's currently a voting period going on, I thought it would be great to show some new releases. Especially, I saw some great ones on Twitter, and I was like, I need to show them to you guys. Not because I know some people.
I was on a team for this jam, and we were not best pleased with the theme. It was voted on by everyone who took part in the theme, so like you can't really complain about it. But we were hoping for something else, and then this came, and we were like, ugh. But I feel like it's a lot of the entries have still done really well with.
Which one was the one you participated on, helped on?
Memory Unlocked by Fabula and Kristi.
Oh,
yeah, that's not the one I am presenting. Oops.
That's fine. We love a little memory loss trope lately, apparently.
Yeah, so I'm going to full stop butcher some names, so be aware of that. But the first one I'm going to introduce you to is One Last Time by Pumpkin Spike. Pumpkin Spike was also working on Mythic Meetup, which was a project that got released last year to Automajam. And this project is a solo project of them. And it features 1.7k words, 3 CGs, and 2 sprites. It's basically a really short visual novel entry. And basically it's a standalone AU of their short story, The One, and School for Terrible Boys and Girls. And this is an AO3, yeah, AO3 short
That's
story.
My favorite website. I love that website. Yeah, I love AO3 so much.
I love that the features on the game page just includes pain.
That's like a guarantee. I feel like with a Pumpkin's game, stuck in a Yandere visual
Pumpkin
novel.
Spike.
Help. Pumpkin Spikes. Games stuck in a Yandere visual novel. Help. Pain. That's you're gonna be in probably more visceral pain because you did probably die a couple of times, but to the love interest.
The whiplash with the cute, like the really cute sprite style, and then just pain.
Just pain, yeah, exactly.
This game contains mentions of death, and you're like,
Oh.
Nice.
And they did kill your feelings also for A2A2, which is like,
Yeah.
broke my heart.
Like with this project, I really like the visuals. Like I saw some things on Twitter, and it just really looks lovely. It kind of looks like, you know, two male protagonists and a story around their relationship. If you want to have something sweet to play and not something sweet, but something painful to play, like something sad to play, and really short, you should give it a try. Like, you will probably play it in like 15 minutes. It's like 1.7k words. Next one is Titan Arum. I hope I pronounced it right. It's made by a team led by Cav. And it features 27k words and has an estimated playtime of 30 to 45 minutes.
Sorry, hold up a second. They did 27,000 words in 10 days?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But like, this is a big team. There are a lot of people working on
Yeah,
it.
they had Kath, they have Crescents who did Intertwine for Otome Jam. They had VB Contrast. They had Minth Draws, Agson, Silicoi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
This is one of those times you realize that, like, especially the Otome dev circle is quite small when you like recognize almost all of the names.
Rotten Teeth, Eric Jeffrey Tan, and Zinubin and Nijake. I'm so sorry. I've told numerous people so many times I can't pronounce a username for shit. So
it has had a lot of people on it.
Yeah, had a lot of people on it, and like I kept seeing all over my timeline because I follow most of the people who are on it.
Yeah.
And why it's 27k words and has only like 30 minutes of playtime, it's because it has 5 different endings and 3 potential love interests. It also
who is your favorite love interest? Just visually. Basis?
Like I would say probably visually Theo.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oscar.
it would probably be for you, Asta.
I think I say Oscar because he has a bit of facial hair, but then he's considered rude, so ain't for me. Beyond the visual aspect.
Like, I love me some tanned blonde boys. I don't know. It just does something to me.
I love me someone who looks goth and pale, just like I do.
For this one, I'm going to read out the summary, just so I can recollect the story correctly without, you know, leaving something out. After years of being a ghostwriter on the road, you get the opportunity to finally tell your own story. When your plans change unexpectedly, you end up moving into your family's recently bought home while they are away on vacation. Through chance encounters Through chance encounters with people from your past, present, and potential future interest, you explore the most pressing story you've ever told, your own.
Gasp. Imagine being interesting.
I just found the summary really well written, and I didn't want to butcher anything, so
it's definitely on my to-play list.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I like the one thing that I remember seeing on Twitter from this game was the choice buttons
Oh
that look
yeah,
like the little
bookmarks.
dangly card things. That is
Yeah.
incredible. I love that.
The UI in general looked really good.
Yeah, the UI in general is fantastic, but that specifically, I was just like, oh, that's so good.
I'm a sucker for UI, you know.
Understandably so.
Like, for example, every time I see somebody do UI, I'm not like jealous, oh my god, why are they better than me? I'm more like, how did you do this? Oh, I want to do this too. Can you, like, tell me, show me? Like, I will use this as reference, okay?
Give me your secrets.
Yeah. So, moving on to the next one, it's Elias's Ordinary Night by Saitoki. I'm a bit biased because I know Saitoki and the person who helped on the script, and that's Abihime. So I wanted to include it. It's a short kinetic novel with just one character and one CG, so it's short and sweet. And it's basically a story where you spend a totally ordinary night with a man called Elias. And on the itch page it says he would never hurt you, and I trust that with all my heart and my mind.
Me too. Totally not suspicious.
Of course.
So yeah, that's a short story as well. When you want to look for something short and sweet one last time, and Elias's Ordinary Night are probably your go-to things. Then last on the list, I'm going to butcher this name so bad because I don't know how to pronounce any of it. Oblivisky Memorias.
Sounds right to me.
Better than what I could have done.
Yeah, the UI looks so good of this project, like really
Oh my
into
god,
art.
I know.
Like, oh my
It's
god.
aggressively fantastic.
Yeah. The fact that any of these teams did their project in 10 days, especially with custom UI, is out of this world. Hats off to them.
The talent on this jam really jumped out.
Yeah,
It was,
for
It was
real.
incredible to watch people's progress.
Yeah, and this project is a team led by Rain Slices, and it features 5 endings, and it has also not only visual novel aspects to it, but also point and click gameplay elements. So you can like do point and clicky.
Oh hell yeah.
And I also copy and pasted the summary because I don't want to butcher anything, you know, and when you have like an elaborate summary on it, I will just read it for you. And the summary says, everyone in town used to speak greatly about the apothecary. Customers of all backgrounds were welcome and never discriminated against. Whatever ailed them, the cauldron could brew a potion for everything. But ever since that incident that torments you even in your sleep, things have changed. You didn't always run this shop by yourself. I think it's kind of interesting because I love stories with apothecaries, you know. I write them myself, so I'm really interested to play this one as well. And yeah, I'm really excited for all of these entries and see how they are doing and what's going to be voted on and what's not, because
They accomplished so much.
yeah, in 10 days, like all of the people, even though those I didn't mention, all of these people worked hard on producing something within 10 days. It's just
It blows my mind.
yeah.
Honestly.
And I wanna say a huge thank you for everyone who did their hard work on all of these projects, and I'm happy and glad that you took your time participating in it. And I hope everything ran smoothly. Of course, visual novel projects never run smoothly, but as smoothly as they can be, and that you had a great time and that you don't regret, you know, participating in the jam.
And hopefully see the jam back next year as well.
Yeah, that's
I loved the voting on the theme,
yeah.
even if I didn't get the theme that I wanted to see, but still voted anyway. Democracy in action.
Yeah, but maybe for next year the votes are going to be for a theme.
We can submit Dr. Pepper as the theme and relentlessly vote
No,
on it until it
please
wins.
don't.
Yes. Robo and Allie, if you're hearing this, can if I pay you both $20, can can we get Dr.
All I'm hearing, Kristi, is that we should host a Dr. Pepper game jam. I mean, copyright infringement, mayhaps. Would we get in trouble? Possibly, but
Listen,
stop
I
us.
made a Dr. Pepper dating sim game, and I haven't gotten in trouble yet. So, well, we can do it.
that was so big brained of you.
It really was.
I'm not like the other girls and say Dr. Pepper doesn't taste as good.
Okay, well.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
We all can't. Sometimes we're just wrong, and you're just wrong in this case, Anne. I'm sorry. Alright,
No,
fine.
you.
I'm about to start a fight in the middle of this podcast.
Welcome to the first and last episode of this podcast.
Well, it was nice being friends with you all.
Yeah, but I have to break up this friendship because of because Anna doesn't like Dr. Pepper.
It's kind of discriminatory of you, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
People who don't like Dr. Pepper don't have rights. I'm sorry.
Moving on to the main topic of today.
Yes, today's topic that has absolutely nothing to do with Dr. Pepper.
So.
Okay. See, that's what happens when you don't have Dr. Pepper, guys. You slowly cough and slowly lose sense of yourself. Drink Dr. Pepper today, right?
I mean, it's right in the name, Doctor.
Yeah.
She clearly needs one.
Exactly. But we're straying off topic. Our main topic today is pretty existential. Who are we, and what am I known for? What is my legacy when I die?
Liking Dr. Pepper.
A terrifying question. I mean, you say that, but both mine and Kristi's icons do have Dr. Pepper cans.
It's
so.
just the logo's not there. we taped it red. We painted over the logo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, the mysterious brown can that totally isn't Dr. Pepper. Haha.
But yeah. Who are we? Who are we, guys? And what are we known for? And like, is our visual novel origins? When do we start first playing in visual novels?
Villain origin story.
I guess if you want to label as that, like, sure. But which one of us wants to start
I could.
with that? Okay, let's go, Anna. Let's go.
So. Sorry, I had a cough.
That's okay. Yeah, go to a doctor.
So basically, wait, give me a second.
Oh my god. This girl's delaying the podcast because she's slightly sick. How dare she? I have a lot of things I need to get done on this precious Saturday, like play Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Didn't you play like Baldur's Gate?
Well, I'm not playing Baldur's Gate at the moment.
That's my pressing Saturday commitment.
You are always addicted to Overwatch, so.
I will be playing that too as well tonight. Yes. Literally the minute we stop this podcast.
You're addicted. Get some help.
Touch some grass.
Wait, Anna, who are you?
Yeah, stop
tell
dodging
me.
the question.
Put the files on my desk right now. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Anna. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Germany, as you can tell by my totally beautiful accent. I'm currently a game developer and artist, specifically for UI, and I am a writer, or try at least. You may also know me as the lead of Yomi no Kuni, a project which was released for Otome Jam this year. And we are currently in the works for getting a renewed demo done and preparing for a Kickstarter at hopefully the end of the year or the start of next year. Yeah, my origin as a VN dev, I don't have any. Like, I'm originally an RPG Maker dev.
Oh.
And I just moved to the VN community on Renpai because it was easier for me. So
I've never messed with RPG Maker, but it does seem like fun.
yeah, kinda. It can be sometimes if you are a maniac to yourself.
You're like, yeah, no. It seems complicated, but it seems fun.
It is fun, but like I spent like 800 hours on RPG Maker MV and 500 hours on RPG Maker MZ. I'm kinda, more like in the community than actually producing anything in RPG Maker anymore. I started being part of the visual novel community since early summer last year, when I joined for, I got to know about Renpai because I first made a visual novel in RPG Maker, and then I was like, oh shit, this sucks. This is so, RPG Maker isn't built for visual novels. Fuck. I tried switching to different platforms, and I started with Visual Novel Maker, but it got discontinued. So getting feedback on updates and stuff wasn't as reliable. So I tried Tyranno Builder, but it didn't work for my OS. And then I was like, okay, fuck, what do I do? So I switched to Renpai. Because I saw, okay, Renpai, but it uses coding, so I got kind of scared at first, but then I was like, might as well give it a shot. And now I'm here, kind of, stuck in this place, in this loop of crazy gremlins that come from left and right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you remember? What the first indie visual novel you played was?
Indie visual novel. Mythic Meetup, probably.
Oh wow, that's recent. Look at you.
A baby.
I was pretty new. Like I joined last year, and I joined Dev Talk, and Smoke texted me through it, and then I got to know about Mythic Meetup, and I played it, and I liked it, and yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we've kidnapped you ever since.
Yeah.
And what have you learned along the way in your short but wonderful visual novel journey?
Yeah. I guess. I'm not. I'm the most unreliable person when it comes to playing individual novels. I play mostly only entries or games of friends, not really of other people, because A, I don't really got the time. I'm doing 50 things at once, and B, some things aren't really interesting to me. My interest is more perked up when it's made by friends, but I have a specific taste, and if it doesn't taste,
Crazy and sad.
Yes.
There you go.
And some projects aren't like that, because many projects are lighthearted, and it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm just I don't want to force myself to read through it and maybe not enjoy it, and that won't help anybody.
That's Anna's polite way of saying that she's never played any of my games.
I played Burning Red and here say you remember me. What do you mean?
I was joking.
Oh, bitch.
I do love a slice of life, though. Who doesn't love a little wholesome story? You two, apparently.
Oh.
I don't. I want to love tragedy.
Oh my god, listen, sometimes there's some smiles in my story. Sisters was a pretty wholesome story. Nobody died, nobody was sad. It was a pretty wholesome story. Everyone said it was pretty wholesome. Oh my god. Yeah. Gee, I'm gonna defend myself on this fucking platform. Hold up. I'm not totally depressing in my games. It's a Kristi guarantee that you're gonna get an emotional story, but it's usually a wholesome emotional story.
But Kristi, who are you?
Oh shit, who am I?
Yeah.
That's a pretty existential question right there, but I'm gonna list off my entire resume. As you know, I'm Kristi. I'm 24, soon to be 25 next month. I expect a very special podcast episode for me when we record that that week. my god.
We have to have a Dr. Pepper themed party.
Oh god, I won't be there.
I'm from the U.S., but not from New York. Some people thought I was from New York or from Boston. I did go to school in Boston, though. So close
I think
enough.
it's. I mean, obviously I'm British, so I don't know these things, but your accent does sound that way.
I think it's just like, I think it's like my attitude towards things, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you hate it when people walk into you and then you just shout, "I'm walking here"?
That's very New York. That's very very. I don't know the word. But like, no. I apparently when I was walking in just to the grocery store, in my small town. I'm not gonna dox myself to where I am. Don't want people coming for me.
Why not?
I don't want y'all to know where I live. Only like a handful of people know where I live, because so they can send me stuff, like candy. But like I'm just walking in the store. And my dad's like, "Why do you walk like you're gonna beat somebody the fuck up?" I'm like, "I don't know. Dad. That's kind of how I walk. I'm sorry."
I love that for you.
Yeah. But yeah, from the United States, I am a game developer, narrative designer for Snowhaven Studios. I was the one who wrote and scripted Slippery Flippers Episode 1, Amulet of the Gods. I am the one who's making the beat tracks, like programming the actual rhythm tracks. I'm not making the actual like music tracks. I'm programming like, hit A here to hit this note, that sort of stuff. For that, for Love's Crescendo, the upcoming Yuri rhythm game hybrid. And currently helping work with Drop's Death in terms of the scripting. Everyone's gonna be like, "My God, Kristi, you do too much." I am the editorial lead for Press Space to Jump. I am a freelance writer and journalist, and also a content creator. I stream on Twitch every once in a blue moon. I wear many hats, and I created content for 10 plus years before this. So.
You are an influencer.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what I'm known for, to be honest with you. It kind of changes depending on the person. Some people used to know me from my YouTube videos. Back in like the day before that, my channel got wiped, got copyright, got tagged by Reject. Yeah, I covered one of their games, got translated by a fan. I think it was Hiro Karashi. Covered it. They sent me 3 copyright strikes, and videos got wiped, and then they reversed it. it was a wild time. Yeah, that was bad. Some people like, "Oh my God, you made this game," and some people like, "Oh, you wrote that guide on DVD. Oh my God." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm known for. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Liking Dr. Pepper.
Liking Dr. Pepper, I think is. And Garfield, I think those are like the defining traits to me. Is like people's like, "Yeah, she's the one that likes Dr. Pepper a little too much."
If there's anything to be known for, I feel like that's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Better than to be known for homicide.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be known for murder. I don't think I want to really be known for anything besides, if I were going to commit a crime, it would be like accidental tax fraud. Because like how you do taxes in the United States is at least for freelancers very confusing. I have miraculously done it for 2 years in a row without any incident. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Tax assistant automate when?
Huh?
What?
I said tax assistant automate when? It's this character, they help you fill out your taxes and they float with you along the way.
There's actually
Wait, didn't someone make that with an anime character?
Yeah, with a female anime character. Somebody made like tax something, and people like, but it asks you for your tax information. But they don't understand that the game's not online. It's like an offline game, so of course it's gonna ask you for your tax information. It's called Tax Simulator. What do you expect? Come on now.
Yeah, just make it up.
Yeah, there you go. Also, you can do that if you're really that worried. It's awful. Listen, nobody's gonna data mine my information. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, the anime girl is not gonna reach through the screen and strangle you.
Yeah, she's like, what did you put down for box 14? What the fuck? No.
I've seen your social security number and I know that you're lying.
I'm gonna put a credit card in your name. You're ruined.
What's a little bit of identity fraud between anime girly friends?
Exactly. And then how I got started as a VM dev, I honestly didn't start making games until 2020 with the Marbles Muse, which I swear to God, guys, I'm still working. I'm taking my time. I'm not gonna make people work on my game until I pay them. You know, I'm not that kind of person who's like, oh, please work on my game, but don't expect him until after you, like, till later. You know, like, no, I trust my people. You know, but and like it just, I wanted to always make a visual novel since the 2010s when I played them on my YouTube channel. I was like, oh my god, I love this. I love these games. I love Josai by Sakai Visual. I love Realistic Plus Plus by, again, Sakai Visual. Oh my god, I'm a huge fan of them. I just want to play all the games. I want to make my own, and then I guess I'm a decent enough writer to make my own. Yeah. And I get first visual novels. Oh, people are y'all gonna look at me sideways now. Y'all gotta look at me differently. The first visual novel I ever played was a not safe for work Naruto Flash dating sim on Newgrounds. And
that was incredible.
I was like 8 or 9 at the time. I was very young. I know I was very young, because when the not safe work scenes were happening, when the thing got stuck in the butt, I was like, what's happening? And then the white stuff came out. I was like, what's that? And then the computer, there was the family computer, the computer froze. My brother came down, and he was like, oh my god! And he's like, I'm gonna kill mom! And I looked at him like, I turned on, I'm like, what? What did I do? I don't get it. And I don't know, man. That
made my skin crawl.
That was my first visual novel that I played, and I played Practices Flash Sequences, which thankfully were safe for work, so I never had to relive that moment.
I expected to be the one to send this podcast down the degenerate rails, but I'm glad that you did it for me.
Well, for it to be a Naruto one as well. It's God.
My first visual novel was like Corpse Party. Like,
well, there you go. That was your first.
I don't even remember. I remember playing like this male protagonist like stat builder one that was like a Flash game a long time ago. But
oh my god, that's reminding me of all the other Flashes like on Newgrounds, like Pico's Day number 2 or something. Oh my god, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I don't want to relive that traumatic time in my life. All right. And then things I basically learned along the way. Game development is expensive, and you know you just gotta believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do it. Like Parappa the Rapper said, believe. Just gotta believe, and still have trouble doing that. I don't believe in myself too much.
I think we'll probably have several episodes dedicated to that topic alone.
Oh god, yeah, probably. It's gonna be like a Marvel Cinematic Universe of self-confidence building.
Just chime in every week. Hey, you believing in yourself this week? How's it going?
Mm-hmm.
We're all just like, no. Still no.
Yeah, but you know, I think everyone here is pretty talented, so I'm telling you to believe in yourself. You're pretty good.
That's one way to suck up.
What the fuck? Okay, sorry, you fucking suck. You fucking suck, guys. Yes. What do you want me to say?
Thank you.
Guys, don't play Anna's games, okay?
Damn, what the fuck you want me to say? I'm
Thank you for the reverse psychology.
I genuinely think that everyone here produces good stuff.
Olivia?
It's my turn to face the existential dread.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Olivia. I'm 24, and I'm obviously, unfortunately, British. I'm a game dev, writer, full-time 2D character simp. That one person you see on Twitter who's always thirsty for no reason whatsoever. It's probably me. That incidentally links into what I think people know me for. It's just being thirsty.
Especially for your own characters.
Yes. I would say that Adopt a Boyfriend is probably my most well-known project. The one with the cat boy and the bunny boy, because who doesn't love a cat boy and a bunny boy? Most recently I did Say You'll Remember Me, but Burning Red was my Ultimate Gem entry for this year. That's the Horny Dilf project, as I think it should be referred to. My origin story is really specific. So I was going through this phase of playing Ikemen Vampire, which I still love to this day. And it was either New Year's or like the day after New Year's. I remember it vividly. I had this really intense dream where I basically lived in a visual novel. And I remember like all the cast of characters. I kept extensive notes on them. And I was like, one day I have to make this project a reality. So I started researching about visual novel development and ended up falling into the indie otome scene. That project will never see the light of day. But you know, it got me into it. I did Nano 2021, I want to say, was my first project and first game jam. And then I've just been addicted to game jams ever since. And I have a severe problem. Do we have a Game Jam Addicts Anonymous group anywhere? Because I might have to be the one who starts
You're gonna have to start it. I may join.
It's been 10 days since my last game jam. I've signed up for another game jam.
Excellent progress.
I mean, yes, I can't count on one hand how many game jam projects I've been in this year. I would struggle to fit two on two hands. I have a legitimate issue. I guess that's one of the experiences I've learned along the way, is just try not to do too much all the time forever. But I think one of the biggest things for me was like, at the beginning of this I was really shy and reserved, and I never put myself out there for any projects because, again, I didn't believe in myself. And it's not that I believe in myself now, but I'm just better at going out there and sometimes you just gotta put things out into the world and see what comes back. And luckily for me, it's been a lot of really good projects and meeting lots of lovely people. So very thankful.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
I'm really thankful that I've met you too.
I'm sending you a virtual hug from across the pond.
Oh, okay. How are you gonna say? I'm really thankful I met you guys. And we were like, oh, we same. No. Only I can show the love. That's very tsundere of you, I must say.
In school, I was always called a tsundere.
Oh.
This tracks. I feel like this makes perfect sense.
It does.
What do you mean it does?
But yeah, my first indie visual novel, which like set the sort of blueprint for me, was Cute Demon Crashers. I love that game.
Oh, that one, yeah, that one was so cute. I loved it a lot.
Like that was really what shaped me. I'm like, I want to make this game. Obviously not that specific game, but I want to make a game like this. And that's probably why I make spicy games. Because of Cute Demon Crashers. So, thank you to those guys for everything.
It's so interesting that we all had like different, you know, reasons for joining, you know, the visual novel community, and still we found ourselves, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we all had the same initiative of, you know, sometimes being thirsty and crazy. But in the end, you know, I am, like, especially for me being a newbie, I never thought I would have met, you know, friends that last, or like people I have a closer relationship with, especially since I'm only in the community for like roughly over a year. So I'm really glad that I got this kind of development, like, and I can also say for everyone who's new in the community, it doesn't hurt to just try and interact with people like on social media that are in the community, like for example on Twitter or on DevTalk. You will eventually find your people. Like, I also had like my hiccups with people who didn't have the best intentions in mind, because they are in all communities. but eventually you will find your corner. Like, for example, we are having this vision of a corner.
There's just sometimes people who you just don't like super gel with. Nobody's wrong. It's just not meant to be.
Yeah, that's just life. Honestly, it just happens. You know.
And then sometimes you find people who you talk to every single day, and they will never be rid of you ever again.
Yeah, I have been friends with people for 10+ years. I don't know how they aren't sick of my shit yet.
Why are you still putting up with me?
So, let me talk.
Sure, fuck.
So this was our first episode of the Vision of a Corner. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I hope our introductions were to your liking, how we started and how we got here. I hope it was interesting to you and you maybe learned something from it, as in maybe inspiration. You can follow us on Twitter if you want to check out our social media. My link is, or my username is elduator. Kristi's is husbandogoddess, and Olivia's is lunamakaio. You can also check out, if you're watching on YouTube, our description, and on Spotify, probably social links. And yeah, I hope you will all tune in to the next episode, which will hopefully be out by next week. And yeah, see you all then. Bye.
Thank you for listening.
Keep a smile on that face.